Hey guys! Alright, so welcome to our next unit, Behind Rebel Lines Novel Study. We will be working on reading and understanding a Civil War era novel. So we have to do some background work before we can jump into the novel. Okay, so for tonight's assignment, you're going to watch this introduction video. You're going to watch 3 short videos on a presentation that is posted on our class website. You will find a hyperdoc on our website, which means you'll find a document with a whole bunch of links that you will use today, you will use next week. It's going to be your reference point for the majority of this unit. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have to do is some vocabulary work. This novel isn't very long, but it does have a lot of depth to it. We have a lot of challenging vocabulary words that we will come across. And so your job before we get to certain chapters is to have those vocabulary words already defined on your handout, and you need to know them. So not just have the definitions written down, but actually understand what those words are and what they mean. You will have vocabulary quizzes. We have 8 units of vocabulary. Tonight you'll be starting with Unit 1, but on our hyperdoc, I also have posted Quizlet links. So that's where you'll find the words already defined and all those study tools on Quizlet that will help you prepare for your quiz. Okay, so you will find this document. Looks like this for you to fill in your part of speech and definition for the words. Okay, we have 10 words for Unit 1, and they are, if you want to write these down, you can, or you will get the handout off the class website, or you can get a hard copy in class tomorrow. Either one is fine. They'll be due at the end of the week. Okay, so your words are masquerade, arsenal, vindicate, chaotic, jaunty, imp, infantry, enlist, rebel. There's 2 definitions for the word rebel and rebel, okay, and cavalry. So that will get us started with a lot of just understanding what we're going to see in some of these background videos and articles that we'll read prior to reading the novel, okay? Like I said, the link is on our class website, so you will find that document and Quizlet there, okay? Your next task. We have a couple of videos for you to watch, and it's just some background. Okay, so you can see here, Civil War in 4 minutes. It's going to give you a lot of information, but the important information on the Civil War in a short clip. Okay, you're learning about the Civil War in history right now, so we're not going to go super in depth, but you need to know a few basic things about what was happening at the time, what the war was about, who was on each side, what they were fighting over, and you'll get that basic information in this video. Okay, the next video you'll be watching is the Battle of Gettysburg in 4 minutes. Okay, same idea. There's a whole lot of information about the Battle of Gettysburg, but we only need some of the basic information. This is a big turning point in this novel, is when this battle took place. So we kind of have to have an understanding of what it was about, again, where it was, why it was important, things like that. Okay, and then let's see here. My screen is not scrolling. Hang on. You'll have one more video about Abraham Lincoln, okay? And it is a short clip as well. So you will see just some information. You'll learn about some information about Abraham Lincoln. You already know some things about him, but this way you just get a better understanding of what's taking place at the time of the novel. Okay, so that'll help build some background before we can dive into our articles tomorrow. And that will just give, especially if you're not a history person, which I'm not, so it's okay. This really helps prepare for understanding the whole novel, okay? The next thing that we need to do tonight is talk about theme, okay? This has been a theme throughout our course this year in the different novels we've read, but just as a refresher, I want you to be able to take some notes, okay? So what is theme? You need to have this written down somewhere for when you come to class tomorrow, okay, for the activity we'll be working on. Theme is the life lesson, meaning, moral, make sure you can see the whole thing, or message about life or human nature that is communicated by a literary work. Okay, so the main thing to remember about theme is that it's a life lesson. It's what we walk away with, the message we walk away with from reading this book. Okay, it's something that readers learn when reading a book. Okay, that's what the story teaches us. I'll give you a second to write that down. The life lesson, meaning, moral, or message about life or human nature that is communicated by a literary work. Okay, so with theme in literature, the author's not going to say the theme of this book is. Okay, you kind of have to infer, make an inference, and you have to use your context clues to kind of figure out, okay, what are they trying to teach me when I read that chapter? What are they trying to teach me by this event that took place with the main character? We will have a lot of discussion about what the themes are in this novel, and at any given point there can be more than one. Okay, so it's okay if there's more than one. There should be more than one, and you don't necessarily have to agree with the theme to be able to identify it. So if there's a theme in a novel that is money can buy you happiness, we might not all agree with that, but if that's what the author is trying to convey, then that's what we have to identify. Okay, let's see. Theme ties together pretty much all elements of a story. It gives your readers a better understanding of the main character, their conflict, their experiences, their emotions. It should be a theme that gives you a little deeper understanding of what's happening in the story. You don't have to write that bullet. Okay, so here are some examples from novels that we've already read this year. Okay, and Nothing But the Truth, let me scoot this over. When we read Nothing But the Truth, some themes that we came up with were honesty is the best policy. Telling less than the whole truth can be just as destructive as telling a lie. When we read The Pearl, we saw that nothing is more important than family, and we saw the battle of good versus evil. Family is good, greed is evil. And then when we read the short story All Summer in a Day, we saw the theme that jealousy can cause bullying, and especially when someone has something that you want. Okay, so those are some themes that we've already talked about this year. Whether you realize those were themes or lessons or not, those were different themes from the novels we've already gone through. So we will be looking at, there are several themes that we'll find in Behind Rebel Lines, and we'll be identifying them and talking about them throughout the novel. Okay, let's see. The next thing I wanted to show you here, on our class website, you will also find a plot overview. Okay, and it just gives us a brief synopsis. Okay, it's a true story of a Civil War spy who fooled the rebels, which we'll learn what that means, and her own troops. So in 1861, when war erupted between the states, President Lincoln made an impassioned plea for volunteers. Determined not to remain on the sidelines, Emma Edmonds cropped her hair, donned men's clothing, and enlisted in the Union Army. Everyone, even her fellow soldiers, thought she was a man, but Emma wanted to do more. When she heard a key Union spy had been captured and executed, she volunteered to take his place. Soon she was a cunning master of disguise, risking discovery and death at every turn. Emma had fooled her own army, but could she keep her secret behind rebel lines? Okay, so there's just a little tidbit into what we'll be reading. I also want you to read a little bit of information on our author, Seymour Rhett. Okay, just brief author info. And then during this novel study, these are the strategies that you will be using. We'll be making predictions. Throughout the novel, we'll stop and make predictions. Before reading certain chapters, we'll stop and make predictions. Clarifying, questioning, and summarizing. We'll be writing a lot of summaries throughout this novel, just kind of keeping track of the events that have taken place. Here's a little bit more information about your author. Again, this is on your HyperDoc. Okay, let's see. You also have this article that you'll be reading and talking about with your classmates tomorrow. It's the Civil War, 10 Things You Should Know, but probably don't. It's not a super long read, just some fun facts about the Civil War. Okay, let me see here. This is what your HyperDoc will look like. Okay, so like I said, we'll be using this throughout the whole new unit. The first link here is Behind Rebel Lines Novel Overview and Author Info. Okay. The next one is that article, 10 Things You Should Know About the Civil War. Then we have some articles we'll be reading later in the week about women in combat. We'll talk about who Emma Edmonds was as a real person, talk about character traits in the novel, plot diagram, and then I'll also add your vocabulary to this HyperDoc. Okay. Tomorrow, just to give you a heads up of what we'll be doing, is you will be in groups and you'll be given an image from the Civil War, either a real photograph or a painting, and you will have to answer very specific questions about that image and present to the class the themes that you found, the details that you found in those images, and that will really prepare us for the different themes we're going to see in this novel. Okay? Hopefully you are ready to dive in and see this journey that Emma Edmonds takes us on behind Rebel. See you tomorrow.